Hello, everyone, and good evening to us all. And I hope we are all doing well. Welcome to today's workshop. Permission to let you know that our meeting is being recorded. So um, I just want you to know it's being recorded and it will be uploaded to the YouTube channel for everyone or those who will not be able to attend. Please, if you can hear me, let me see some reactions so that I know I'm not alone in this. All right. Thank you very much. So wait a few minutes for the others to join. Quick 2 minutes, then we begin the workshop. Today's workshop is 1 hour, maximum 1 hour, 30 minutes. We should be done. Our workshop bootcamp, dashboard design bootcamp, which will be taking 2 days. So today's workshop is at 8 p.m. Ghana time, and the part 2 of today's workshop is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Ghana time, which will be happening with another ambassador from Nigeria. We are going to go deeper into the dashboard design process using advanced techniques. So that's what our second workshop is about. Today, we are going to build the foundations. We are going to understand the principle of building dashboards, how companies build their dashboards, what's the motivation behind the dashboards they build, how are they able to convey the insights which we see. You don't have a design eye, you don't have a graphical eye. How are you able to design a dashboard to convey information? People are disturbed. Data analysts are worried. Which color should they pick? Should I go for blue or red or pink? To get our questions answered, we are going to understand how the dashboard design process all works, how we are able to know where to put which particular charts, how the charts are arranged, and how to build stunning dashboards for people or for organizations. So we'll begin very soon. This is just a brief teaser of what we are going to do today. And tomorrow, God willing, we are going to rather do the process, do the real building of the dashboard. So today, that's what we are going to look at. So I'd like to officially welcome everyone to this workshop as part of the 2-day bootcamp series. Tomorrow we continue with part 2, God willing, and today is just part 1 of the dashboard design bootcamp. Using in due time, in a few minutes, I think when it's 8:04, we can begin. I introduce myself and we start today's workshop. All right, so good evening and welcome everyone to today's workshop as part of our 2-day bootcamp series on dashboard design using Tableau. So today we are going to look at the foundations of design using Tableau. I am Elvis Asare Nkrumah. Hello everyone, please can you hear me? Kindly let me know if you can hear me by showing some stickers so that I'm aware. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry for the network lapse. I think it was because of my position. So I'll be sharing my slides again. and we can kickstart. All right, so kindly give me a few minutes. The slides should be showing soon. So thank you all for joining. I think because my network cut out, I'll go over everything I said again. So you're all welcome to today's workshop as part of a 2-day bootcamp series on dashboard design. So over the past 2 days, that's from today and tomorrow. Today at 8 p.m. Ghana time, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Ghana time. We look at the part 2 of this workshop, where we are going to delve into the art of building our dashboards, what dashboards are all about, and the process it takes to build a dashboard as a data analyst or anybody in the data space who is looking forward to building a data dashboard. Now, to begin our workshop, I would do some a quick introduction so that we can begin. So I'm Elvis. I'm a Tableau Academic Ambassador in Ghana, specifically at the University of Ghana. So my work is to spread Tableau in our university discourse, in our university systems, in our academic discourse, or anywhere I find myself. It's quite sad I'm the only academic ambassador in Ghana, so my work is quite difficult, but I try my best to have events to get most students on board. Aside that, so I think that is the brief introduction before we go deep. So today our workshop is on foundations of dashboard design using Tableau. So from the idea you conceptualize to you building the dashboard itself, what process or what does it take? So our meeting is being recorded. So I want all of us to know that after the meeting, in case your network lags or anything, I'll upload it on my YouTube channel, Tableau Evangelist Elvis. That's the name of the channel. Then you can go and check or have a look at the video again. Please, I hope I'm audible. I'm starting the workshop now. If I'm audible, let me see some stickers, or you can unmute and speak so that I know that I'm being heard. Great. Thank you all very much. So today, our agenda for the meeting, or what we are going to be looking at is a brief introduction of who I am. Then we are going to look at what make up the dashboards. Those are the visualizations. Those are the charts. So we'll wrap up briefly on the charts. Then we'll look at the principles of building an effective dashboard. Then planning and structuring your dashboard. A simple Q&A session where you can ask all your questions. Then we can conclude our workshop for today. So today is a quite brief workshop. 1 hour maximum, 1 hour 30 minutes, we should be done. So I am Elvis. Most people just call me Elvis. Elvis Asare Nkrumah. I am a final year student at the University of Ghana, reading a combined major of computer science and statistics. Aside that, too, I am a research and grant intern at the National Society of Black Engineers Ghana. It's a bigger body worldwide, but the branch in Ghana, research intern. So I work with the research team there. Aside that, I'm a data and market research analyst. If you follow me on LinkedIn, I've been posting a lot of opportunities around data, how to get opportunities in data science, data analyst positions, which are open in Ghana and all those things. So you can do well to connect with me and follow me for more of those opportunities. Aside that, I'm a mentor. I have some few mentors, of which one is on this. You'll be helping us sharing some more important info you'll be needing. So that is Audrey. Yes, aside that, to advocate for Ghanaians to take a look at the data science field and have a passion for it. Most of the times we think IT fields are for people who do only IT programs. That's very false. Anyone can branch into tech and anyone can learn anything. All depends on your mindset. So we kickstart with our workshop for today with a brief preamble, right? We are going to look at what makes up our dashboards. Dashboards are made up of visualizations. So in the next few slides, we are going to look at what visualizations are and what do they do. So just a brief skimming through. I'll just talk a little bit on them. Then we can follow from there. So our basic charts we know: pie charts, donut charts, heat maps, and their use cases. So today we'll not delve deeper into that. I think we had a workshop on that last year. So most people know about the charts. If it's new to you, don't worry. You can go to YouTube and get that particular workshop to watch again. So those are the basic charts Tableau offers. Now Tableau has over 20 visualization or chart types, which anyone can make good use of, depending on the case and what you want to use the chart for. You are not restricted. You can use different charts. So we have line charts, multiple line charts. We have area charts, stacked area charts, and so on and so forth. We have different distribution charts too: histogram, box plots. Tableau helps you to visualize this. You're able to change the features. You're able to rename them. You're able to even change the labels. And you're able to change the orientation of all these charts. So we go to the ones used to visualize relationships. So we have your column chart, your scatter plots, correlation, regression stuff. You can check all our connected scatter plots, our bubble charts, and all other charts are available on Tableau for everyone to use. Now, what are the principles of building an effective dashboard? Now, for people who are actually new to this field of data analytics, a dashboard is simply a large visual representation of graphs or information. Let me see. When companies make insights of their data, they visualize them in charts. Now, what a dashboard is that as a dashboard, it integrates or combines all your charts into one whole place, where instead of somebody going to your Excel sheet and checking, let's say, what is the highest price here, how are the trends going, the person has a dashboard which has put together all these visualizations, and it makes it very holistic, and you're able to have insights about your data. You're able to tell your data story well, and you're able to drive insights and capture people's attentions with your graphical representation. As human beings, we are quite captured by colors and graphical representations or visual representations of things. So as data analysts or data professionals, we prefer using dashboards to visualize. Now, for those who have experience in graphic design, UI, UX design, you might come across these principles. These are basically almost the same thing in dashboard building or dashboard design, just some few differences. But aside that, the principles are the same. So we have simplicity and clarity, color theory, visual hierarchy, typography and labeling, your layout and composition. These are the same principles graphic designers or human or UI UX designers also using their work. And that's the same steps we also adapt here to ensure that our dashboard is simple, the information is clear, we can see it. The colors are not really contradicting, and we can see the differences or the contrasts. It obeys the visual hierarchy, and the labeling and the layout should be on point. And that is something we should call an effective dashboard, conveying insights. So we'll take all of them one by one. Now, what is simplicity and clarity? So this term simply embodies you using clean and uncluttered elements, design elements, to show that everything you're representing is clear, right? We advise people not to put everything together. You want to put everything together. It makes the graphics or the charts quite clustered, and people are not able to focus their attention on the key insights. So simplicity and clarity is very, very key as data analysts or people in the data space. Just simply, as we say it in the saying, just keep it simple and convey the message well. It's not the dashboard that you'll be showing us your graphic skills and be combining different colors. It's not really, a dashboard is not supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be insightful. I say again, the dashboard is not supposed to be necessarily beautiful. It's supposed to be insightful, so people should have insights when viewing your dashboard. Now, take a look at this financial dashboard. You see that according to this dashboard, you're able to see the return on assets charts, you're able to see the working capital ratio, you're able to see the return on equity, the debt equity ratio, and the color combinations alone makes the dashboard very, very clear, and everything is quite simple. There is uniformity in the color, the title, and everything is actually on point, and people are able to grasp what they want to see from this dashboard. And you can see that this performance dashboard is actually on point and obeys the principle of simplicity and clarity. Also, look at this executive summary dashboard. Now, from this dashboard, you're able to see the total spend the company has spent or the vendor has spent, then how many active vendors they have. If you observe this dashboard, each of the charts are very, very clear. Let me try zooming in. Yes, so each of the charts are very, very clear. You're able to see the differences and the spacing between the individual charts. The titles are on point, and it's quite simple and clear, right? And this is what the principle of simplicity and clarity talks about. It's not about you putting all the information at one place and trying to fit everything at one place. Tableau has the opportunity to give you different pages to create several dashboards, even for a particular project. So why not split it into different dashboards based on the particular criteria instead of compounding all of them into one particular dashboard? Now, the second principle is about you understanding how the color theory works and the visual hierarchy. Now, this involves using strategic colors. So I'll say being decisive in your colors. When making dashboards, people should be able to see the difference in the individual charts. So if there's something which is higher than something, the contrast should be visible. So you have to be intentional on the particular charts you are choosing and the color you are giving to the individual bars. For example, if you are choosing a scatter plot, the points can be a particular color which will differentiate it from the background. That way, people are able to see it clearly. If you choose to do a line of best fit, the line should have a color which should not blend with the background so that people are not able to see. And it should not have the same color as the points or the dots in the scatter plot so that people can see the difference very well. Now, this same principle of color theory helps you to know the importance of using colors and drawing the differences between the elements very, very well. For example, when you're showing your KPIs, you have to make sure that they are very clear. And even the original color of the dashboard or the background of the dashboard should not blend with the most important or key things you want us to see, so that we see some background colors which are blending with the information you are conveying. Now, if you carefully observe the colors here, we have deeper colors. I advise people that for the deeper colors, use them for the bars or for the key details of the chart you want to show, because the deeper colors capture people's attention. When you want to show insights, or let's say trend lines which show differences, you can use the lighter colors, because the lighter colors in those cases bright when they are rather showing on the deeper colors. For example, if you choose a deeper blue and you're using a bright orange on it, people are able to see it very well. Now, our basic understanding of colors. We have primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors. Personally, I advise data analysts or most of my mentees that when you're building your dashboard, you can go to a website called Color Hunt. And with Color Hunt, it gives you the combination of dashboards, so the color combinations of dashboards. So you can know which color goes with what, which color meets, like connects with what, so that it can help you know the differences. So for example, if somebody chooses purple and the person chooses the red purple tertiary color, it would really not bring difference or for people to see. But if you are able to use a primary color which has great contrast, people will be able to have a clearer look or a better look of your dashboard. Now, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this chart. You can see from this chart that it's showing the invested capital, even the lower axis. You can't even see the writings well. So for some specific venture capitals, you can see that although the person is using different shades of the same color, the contrast is not really clear, right? And so it's not advisable to do something like this, because although the colors are not the same, it's not really showing the differences. So people are not advised to do this. Also, if we take a look at this second dashboard we have, can somebody suggest the issue with this dashboard? Anyone, you can unmute and speak. Anyone can unmute and speak.
The question again.
The question is, what do you notice about this dashboard in terms of its problem when it comes to color?
Okay, so there are varieties of colors being used, and yeah, it depends on the various categories that are impacted in the data. So of course there should be some colors which will pop up, but the charts being used, I would suggest that the person should rather use a different chart instead of, I've forgotten the name of this chart. Is it tree chart or something?
All right, all right. Thank you. It was it Felix? Yeah, so I think it was Felix. So thank you so much, Felix. Yeah, you are right. First of all, the dashboard has too many colors. It's too colorful. When it's too colorful, people don't really see the difference. It now becomes a beautiful dashboard instead of it becoming an insightful dashboard. Also, even when it comes to the choice of charts, that one is a whole issue altogether. But if you look at the line chart there, you can see that the color of the blue, although it is different, the difference is not really clear. And so people are not advised to pick too close colors to visualize. And also, the colors are too much in this visualization. They are not consistent. If you take the pie charts, it's not consistent with the color combination is not consistent with the donut chart at the next side. So people are not advised to use this type of chart for visualizations. Now take a deeper look of this dashboard. And this HR attrition dashboard, if somebody is to speak, what can you notice about this dashboard in terms of color? Anyone can unmute and speak.
With this, the colors are uniform, just a combination of two colors, which makes it more easy for someone to present to, let's say, an organization or a group.
All right, thank you so much, Felix. So if you observe this dashboard, the color combinations are consistent. It's a white, orange, and black. And even with the white, orange, and black, let me try zoom in. So even with the white, orange, and black, the differences are very clear. The numbers, the fonts, the colors are not conflicting each other. And the message is being conveyed very well. So that is it on the principle of color theory and visual hierarchy. Now we'll look at typography and labeling. Now this concept is about how we use our fonts and how we label our charts. This is very important, because as data analysts, it's the numbers which are important to us. the differences, the insight, the increase, the decrease. When people don't see the numbers you have placed in your KPIs, when we don't see the differences you are showing in your trend lines, the differences you are showing in your charts, people don't understand the message you are conveying. And so, firstly, we advise people to be consistent in first and foremost the font they use. So you choose a font which is very visible. You can use Arial, you can use Lato Black, you can use Times New Roman. Just make sure that the font is clear and it has contrast with the dashboard so that people can see the elements well. Also, when you are labeling, the label should be at places we can see. If you place a label in a pie chart, you should be able to see the label very, very well. Not that it should be swallowed. You can put the labels outside of the chart so that people can see the percentages. So everything, you have to be very innovative and make sure that the information you are conveying is clear. You can also choose to put the labels at the bottom. Let's ensure that the labels are properly formatted and the fonts are very readable, because when they are clear, people will like your dashboard and the information you'll be conveying will be better. Next, it's about layout and composition. So what layout do you want to choose? So we have different layouts for our dashboard. Somebody would like to center the dashboard. In the center dashboard, the dashboard will have the title in the middle, the charts. I think in the next slide, we'll look at how a template of how the layout goes and where he wants to put their KPIs, right? How you arrange your elements too is very, very important. Remember, as data analysts, when we do exploratory data analysis, we do it step by step. We show people the descriptives. So if you are placing your KPIs at the top or the first layer of your dashboard, it should be uniform, it should be consistent, it should speak. Not that you put the pie charts and the ones revealing deeper information at the top, then later you come and put the data about the total number of individuals in your data set at the bottom, and everything looks so much unarranged. Ensure that the layout is very, very uniform. Now, this is a template of how dashboards are being built from a collection of dashboards I observed from the internet. So you'd see that the title of the company or the title of the dashboard or what you are doing is at the first layer. So the logo, company logo, and dashboard title are the first layer of the dashboard. So you see that if it's a banking system, the name of the bank with the logo here, then what they are showing, for example, credit analysis dashboard, for example, money, anything about money, they put it there. As a market research person, maybe I've done a research on a particular survey. So something dashboard. The dashboard title should be clear. The font should be bolding so that people can see it very, very well. The font color too should be a color which is very, very clear with respect to the dashboard you are using. Aside that, you place the company logo. Now, at the left vertical side, far left, you see filter, filter, filter. So for some people, they'll like to place their filters there so that you can change the dashboard by you can change what you are seeing on the graphs by choosing different matrices. So for example, if at the left side we have days of the week, you can choose Monday, then automatically the dashboard will show you with respect to Monday, let's say the number of people who are born and everything at the other chart. So that one is quite automatic, it's quite synchronous. So people see what you do. So people mostly like at the left side. Now next is the scorecards. The scorecards are the KPIs. Now the KPIs are key metrics. For example, in the banking sector, you are doing analysis on the number of people who have treasury bill accounts. So one key metric is how much money in total do people put in treasury bill averagely. So in that scorecard, you put a KPI, for example, 2,900 Ghana cedis. So that is a key metric. That's a key amount. That is something which is quite important. And the other scorecard, you can put, for example, how many people have the treasury bill accounts open in that bank, how many of them are active. All these key numerics are placed in the KPIs in those individual scorecards. Aside that, the next layer is where your visualizations go to. And the fact that my sketch or my wireframe here is a big chart with other three charts doesn't mean that necessarily your dashboard should be the same thing. This is just a mock-up. So in your dashboard, you can have lesser, you can have more, you can have, let's say, 3 at the top, 3 at the down. All is just based on you and what you want to do. So at that side, the flexibility is there. You can choose what you want to do, and you have the freedom to do so. So this is the basic dashboard or dashboard layouts which I have seen, which I see most people using, and it is quite good. It is quite guiding as a beginner or as an entry-level data analyst or somebody who is just in the field. You can just use this to guide yourself, use this to know how to go about things, how or where to put your charts. Are my charts accurate? Are they well aligned? Is the alignment okay? Are they following the principles? All those things are being answered when you are being guided. So this is how you are able to do it and do it very well. Now, how do you plan and structure your data dashboard? First, define your key objectives. So in this dashboard, what are you showing? I'm doing a market research of Ghanaian market women who are at, let's say, Medina, a town in Ghana. What do you want to show on your dashboard? Which questions do you want to answer? For example, I want to answer the question, how many people are in the market? So that will generate a KPI showing total market women or total traders. Do you understand? Questions which you ask yourself, on average, how much profit does a market woman make? So that KPI can be there. Average percentage of profit, for example, 12.65%. You place it there. So define your key objectives. As data analysts, to help us to do this, we have something called the 5 whys framework. So we say ask your data plenty questions to get feedback. So 5 whys. So you ask the first why. Why is this like this? It sends you to another why. Then you ask another question. So your last why, which gives you the root cause of the problem. So it's the same thing. The same information. Design your dashboard. Now, when you define your objectives, let me go back to our dashboard template. You're able to, it's not only the KPIs, you can even choose the visualizations. Because if you want to visualize trends, you should be going for a scatter plot, something showing a line chart, something showing trends. You understand? If you want to see a distribution, you should be going for your histograms, right? And that is what will help you convey your insights well. When it comes to another question you ask in terms of you doing a comparative analysis, it will inform you on the particular charts you yourself you want to use. And so all these key principles are things you have to observe. So you have to determine, the next step is determine your key metrics and your KPIs. And for those who don't know, KPIs are also very important in determining your overall performance of the dashboard, because if you don't tell us how your key metrics are, how do we know how you're answering your important data questions? Next thing, you organize and prioritize your content. So are you centering your content? Are the charts aligned? For example, you can see in our template here, you can see that our charts are aligned, our work is centered, our arrangement is quite making sense. And that's what everybody should be having a look at, making sure that it's not only about the charts themselves, their alignment too. Somebody will say that even if you do your charts wrongly, your alignment alone should be on point. So you make sure that those key things are really placed and you're able to convey your insights and convey them very, very well. Aside that, you sketch the dashboard layout. So some people like to draw their wireframes of their dashboard using a pen and paper. For example, they'll say, I want my charts to be here. like what you have done. Somebody can use a pen and paper to do the same thing. Somebody too can have it in mind, so a pictorial view of what you expect to see, then you're able to engineer that solution when you get to your visualization tool. For example, when you get to Tableau, you're able to choose, first of all, even the landscape, whether you want to use portrait or landscape. Like choose the orientation of your dashboard, then you convey your insight, your data, and convey your insights very, very, very well. Now, so this is just going deeper into what I said. When it comes to defining your dashboard objectives, just identify the purpose of your dashboard. Why are you doing this dashboard? The data analysis project you're working on. What questions do you seek to answer? And that is what the dashboard should be conveying. I tell people that when you look at your dashboard, if somebody looks at your dashboard and within the next 30 to 60 seconds, the person is not able to get a brief summary of what you are trying to convey, then you are not being able to do your work as a data analyst. Your insights should be clear, your insights should be relevant, your data should speak for itself. When somebody sees your dashboard or visualizations, the questions they should ask about the visualizations should not be much. It should be easy for them to just go over, and they should be able to get the meaningful aspects of your dashboard very, very well. Aside that, who are your target audience? For example, if your dashboard is about educational data, you know that educational data, you should not be using colors like red because it's not really friendly with students. What is red for? Rather, as a data analyst in the healthcare sector, you can look for colors which are more healthcare friendly. You can go for your normal red and green. You can go for a normal green and white. You can go for your green and white. You can go for your white and blue, depending on what the organization uses as its colors. People can choose different colors they want. If you are doing a dashboard for something around agriculture, let's say vegetation, green should be your color. So your real objective, or what you are using your dashboard for, should command the needs of the dashboard, should command your choice of the dashboard and what you are using the dashboard for. So know your key audience and what you need. If you are doing a dashboard about fundraising, you should use colors which are quite friendly, not just any color anyhow. If you don't know the color to use, do a quick domain research on colors most people in that field use for their dashboard. Or if not, you can keep it in the plain white background for your dashboard design, so that the colors are quite differentiable and people are able to see what you are conveying very, very well. Also, the second step is to define your key metrics and KPIs. Now, I've said a lot about this, but another key thing you should take note is that your KPI should be SMART. Now, SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound or time-specific. So what you are putting your KPIs, for example, you are saying there has been a 22% increase. So you put in a card, 22.5% increase or profit. So average profit, 22.5. That number itself should speak. Is it specific? Yes, it's a number. We are seeing it. Is the profit measurable? Yes, it's achievable. It's relevant. It's time bound. Even when it comes to your time data, people are able to put their time data also in the KPIs. For example, you can say if you have collected data about the past decade, use of technology, or people who have used various social media platforms, you can say that the year with the highest individuals is, for example, 2024. So you put 2024 in a KPI or a card to show that that year was the year with the highest individuals. So all depends on what you want to convey and how you picture it. Now, your organization, I spoke about this very, very well. Organization is very, very important. How you arrange your elements is a hierarchy. The hierarchy, how you put your charts, where you put your filters, where you put your KPIs. It should be logical. It should be organized. It should be organized. You get it. Now, our final thing is sketching it. So I've said that sketching it, people can use their hand, pen and paper to sketch how they want their dashboard to be. You can go on the internet, go to Tableau Public, look at what people have done. Every dashboard you are building, people have done similar things. So you go on the internet, get the idea. You just need the idea as a data analyst. Just get the idea. You're able to do your own. You're able to also bring on board the information you want to convey, right? So that's what you do. Others also use software. So for example, if you go to Tableau, I always advise people to use Tableau. As students, Tableau Public is free for all of us. So you can use Tableau to also visualize or convey your insights by sketching it first before you go over to design your dashboard. So I think that is the key thing. You can go to Tableau Public to check out different visualization of dashboard people have done and design one of your own. At this point, I'll take some questions. If you have any questions, something bothering you, anything I said you want to raise questions or ask something about, you are free to do so. So at this point, anyone, you can unmute and speak. Let's say you even want to make an addition, you are free to do so and go on.
Okay, so uh, I am more into Power BI. I haven't tried using Tableau before. So, what's the difference between Power BI and Tableau? And also, I would like to know about the KPI. Um, are the charts, the ribbon, I know, the donut charts, the pie charts, the only tools to use for the key performance indicators?
All right. So thank you very much, Felix. So to answer your first question, now most of the times I tell people if you are using Power BI, you can always switch to Tableau. The idea is similar. The idea of building dashboards in Tableau, Power BI, just that our features which might differ, and we might have more features because Tableau is actually broad and we have different Tableau softwares. So we have Tableau Public, which is the online version. We have Tableau Desktop. You can have it on your desktop. Yes. We have Tableau Prep, that one used to visualize how your data architecture is and all those things. Now, I advise people to use Tableau because if you're already using Power BI, you can transition easier because it's the same knowledge, it's the same. We even have more charts, right? And the way you're able to preview your data in Power BI is the same thing. The same thing with Tableau. So with Tableau, you can easily transition the same idea, your dashboards, how you pick your columns, the same arrangement. On Power BI, your columns are on the right. Tableau, they are rather on the left. You can even change the orientation in Tableau to help you. How you drag and drop your elements is the same idea. Doing your labels, knowing the charts is basically the same concept. Now with the KPIs, the key performance indicators are things you want to highlight. Now, most people use a card. So they'll have a card, a scorecard. Let me go to the mockup. So you see from the scorecard side. So I think you can see, so the scorecard, where do, let me go back, where do write the, let me say, in terms of highlighting the things very well. So they write 22.5%. That's like the increase of the person's sales that year. In some circumstances, too, people can use charts. But the more important thing is that understand your data. If you're working with data about time, you should know what metric you want to use to visualize your data, or what metric you use as your KPI. For example, if I'm looking at car sales, or let's say churn rate, churn is about, let's say, telcos, MTN, Vodafone. Churn is the chance of somebody leaving the network, right? Something like this is a probability, so it's a percentage. So I use a percentage as the KPI to visualize it. Somebody to choose something else for a different case. So all of this is based on a case by case and scenario. Felix, I hope you are okay.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
All right. So any other questions? If you have any question, can let me know. Anyone. Eugenia, Isabel, everyone on the call. If you have any question, any contribution, James, Nancy, Otis, anyone, Yusuf. I think Yusuf, you just joined. But if you have any question, you can speak now. All right. I think no one has any questions. So we would like to bring our workshop to an end today. Today we have looked up, I'm just wrapping up everything we have done. We have looked at the foundation of dashboard design. I've said that this workshop is part of a 2-day workshop series. So today is part 1. We have looked at the foundations. Tomorrow we are going into advanced dashboard design, where another Tableau Academic Ambassador, Taiwo, is going to go into the real dashboard design process, building that unique dashboard, how to make your dashboards more compelling, how to make them better. Now, a quick reminder, please be filling the attendance form. Great. Then also we looked at our outline for today. We looked at the charts. I started with our basic charts, the charts we use. I said Tableau offers pie charts, column charts, different charts for different purposes. Aside that, I mentioned the key indicators or the key things we look at when building effective dashboards. We look at simplicity and clarity, the color theory, labeling, typography, and our layouts. By define simplicity, said the key thing is that make sure your dashboard is simple. It should be insightful, not necessarily beautiful. Now we look at examples where simplicity was demonstrated. We looked at the color theory, how to combine colors. I said that you can go to a website called colorhunt.io to know your color combinations. Felix, do you have a question? I saw your hands was up.
Okay, yeah. But you finished talking.
Right. So aside the color theory, we looked at how to combine the colors, which colors to use, how do you draw people's attention. I advise that when you're using the colors, show contrast and be consistent and uniform in your colors so that people are able to see the information you're conveying very, very, very well. Aside that, we looked at the color wheel, a basic understanding of colors. I said that people coming from the design background or graphic design will know more about this, but it's quite simple. Make sure that your colors are, first of all, clear and people can see the key things you want to show us. We gave some few examples of cases where the color was actually in contrast, but the difference was not seen quite well, so it was not advisable. We look at this example where the person was using too many colors, made the dashboard too colorful. It's not, and the colors were also not consistent. Look at a better dashboard where there was consistency of the colors and the dashboard was quite great. Now we looked at typography, looked at labeling, how to label, which fonts to use, make sure your fonts are clear, and we are able to see what you are conveying very, very well. See, look at the layout and composition, how you arrange your charts, how you arrange your dashboard. Then we look at the basic template most people use for their dashboards. So if you are building a company dashboard, or even if you are using it on your personal projects, your dashboard is at your left, the title of the dashboard is at your left, the company logo at the right, your filters at the left, scorecards, then your charts are there. So that's how you visualize your or arrange your elements. Then we look at the process of building or planning your dashboard. So defining your key defining your dashboard objectives, answering the questions. What are you using the dashboard for and everything? Defining the key metrics, KPIs, organizing and prioritizing content, sketching the dashboard, and we took deeper looks about all this. I said that if you want motivation, you can go to Tableau Public. build some dashboards of great individuals, and you can get inspiration to build your dashboard for yourself. Felix, do you want to ask any question before I give some few announcements? And so that's what
Oh,
we have said today during the Foundations of Dashboard Design workshop.
okay. So I wanted to ask for your LinkedIn username, how we can reach out to you, since tomorrow you wouldn't be the one presenting, but rather the Nigerian.
And I'll still be on the call. I think Audrey has shared, Audrey should be sharing the link to register for tomorrow's workshop very, very soon. I think she'll share it very, very
Yeah,
soon.
I
Aside
have
that,
already
on LinkedIn,
registered.
my name is Elvis Asare Nkrumah. So you can check me up. If not, I'll send my link, the link to my profile here, if you prefer
Okay.
that,
Yeah,
so that
that would, uh,
you can check out link. And feel free to reach out to me if you
okay.
have any questions. If you have any questions, anything about Tableau, you can reach out to me. You can discuss anything. Aside that, I'm sure Audrey has shared. I'm sure Audrey has shared. Good. She has shared a link to my LinkedIn too. So please, you can check it out. Thank you so much, Audrey. Now, aside that, please, some few announcements. If you are from another university outside the University of Ghana, I'll be glad to connect with you so that you can help me in publicity when I'm having more workshops. Even if you want me to speak at your events, you can connect with me so that we have more more conversations, and even I can have a workshop with you. Since I'm the only academic ambassador from Ghana, I would want to try to reach out to more tertiary students so we can get everyone on board. Secondly, this is part one of our dashboard design bootcamp. Tomorrow, we are going to look at the advanced dashboard design so everyone can go quite deeper into the process. Aside that, we have a community. So for Ghanaians here, we have a Tableau academic community where I share every initiative I'm doing. I have Tableau, did you know? So I share insights about what Tableau is about. I tell people how Tableau came about. Tableau actually was a research project of some students at a university in the US, PhD students, and that's how come we have Tableau today. And worldwide, Tableau is the second most used data visualization tool in the world. When it comes to companies, most of our companies in the world, our multinationals, use Tableau. Bank of America uses Tableau. Most companies use Tableau to visualize their data. So if you are here, career options, you want to be a data analyst. Data analysts, we have several processes. At the data visualization stage, you don't know which data visualization tool to use. I always advise people, use Tableau. Tableau is simple. You can learn it. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. Give yourself a dedicated timetable to learn Tableau. Then you can plan very well and learn. When you do that, it's quite easier and you're able to grasp everything you want to get. Aside that, too, I've been sharing other initiatives such as Tableau, tip of the week, other things. So please, those from other universities, do well to connect with me so that we can have more sessions. I'm looking to connect with more people so that we can spread this news. Tableau is free for students. You just need your student ID. I'll send a link. I think Audrey should send a link to the Tableau community too. I'll share the link there. And I'm working on a video. So God willing, before next week, a video to show students how to get Tableau for free as a student. As students at the University of Ghana, some are having challenges with Outlook. So that one is quite situational. But aside that, you can take a look at using your student email if you're in another institution to access Tableau. Aside that, I'd like to thank everyone sincerely for making time to join my workshop today. I'm sure you have been really, you have gotten what you want, hopefully. If not, just let me know, advise me, give your comments in the attendance sheet so that I'm able to improve and make my workshop better. Once again, I am Elvis Asare Nkrumah. I'm a final year student at the University of Ghana, reading a combined major of computer science and statistics. And I am your Tableau Academic Ambassador. Thank you so much. In the absence of any other questions, if anyone has anything. Okay, so Felix, so for those who graduated out of school, you can use Tableau Public. Tableau Public is free for you. You can use Tableau Public. Yes. So if you're finished with Public, I'm still confirming whether you can get it using your previous student address, but I know Tableau Public is there for you. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your time. Tomorrow, God willing, I'm hoping to see all of you. Next month, we'll be having a competition. So a dashboard competition. We call it a VIS competition where there'll be a challenge to visualize data. The winner, you get a lot of souvenirs and a surprise from Tableau. I'll deliver it to you. Very, very sharp. So thank you all so much. God richly bless you. Have a great evening. I'm very glad I met my time frame for today is actually 1 hour. Great, from 8 to 9. Thank you all for making time to join my workshop today. I'm very glad, and I'll catch you all. Same tomorrow's workshop is 4 p.m. Ghana time. Please kindly take note. 4 p.m. Ghana time. 4 p.m. Ghana time. Join our WhatsApp community where I share everything. Tableau. Feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, anything, and I'll be glad to connect with you. Thank you all so much. God richly bless you, and I'll see you all, God willing, tomorrow. Bye. So you can share some emojis. Bye. To see. You can mute and speak. Let me end the recording now. So I'll upload the recording on YouTube when the recording is done. Then I think from there